It is 69 days to the 2023 general election. Good afternoon and welcome to Standpoint. I am Ademola Lawrence. The Labour Party, which had in the time past provided a weak challenge to the PDP and APC every election season, and has seen brought back to the obscurity to the limelight after Peter Obi defected to the party and emerged its presidential candidate. Defected rather to the party and emerged its presidential candidate. But Obi's emergence to have come with some crisis that is spreading to different states of the chapter of the party. The party national chairman, Julius Abure, is being accused by suspended National Public Secretary Arabambi Abayomi of forgery, embezzlement, and corruption. There's also a tussle of national youth leadership position of the party, as the recently suspended national youth leader, Eragbe Aslam, has declared his suspension illegal, null, and void. In a state like Lagos, there's contention over the governorship and chairmanship positions, as a former chairman, Ifagbemi Awamaridi, has accused Kayode Salako, who is now the state chairman of the party, of working for the APC. And joining me in the studio is Mr. Salako to discuss all of this. Good afternoon, Mr. Salako.
Good afternoon.
The last time you were...
good afternoon, Nigerians.
The last time you were in TVC, you were defending APC.
Exactly.
Now
you are right.
Now you are the party chairman of Labour Party in Lagos State.
All glory to God.
But let's start from here. You are being accused of working for the All Progressive Congress presidential candidates in Lagos. First, can we put that to Nigerians, how that pan out?
Well, that has been coming from those who do not know my history and who I am as a person. Yes, I was in APC. In fact, I had been on the side of anything that has to do with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu since 1999. But after over 20 years, I sat down and I reviewed my political life. I thought about it and I asked myself, what have I benefited? And the answer is nothing. And so I started thinking of what to do to find fulfillment politically. Around that period, the Labour Party of Nigeria reached out to me and offered me a job. And that is the job I'm doing now. The Labour Party of Nigeria gave me a job that APC did not give me when I was on the side. They didn't see me. They didn't give me any job. And Labour Party gave me a job. If you are jobless, you'll be looking for a job. And an organization invites you to come and run a business, to come and run that organization. What would you choose? To continue to be where you are jobless, or to go to where you will find fulfillment?
But that job
as someone who has a job.
But that job that you're being given,
yeah,
there's also a contention about.
What is the contention about it?
The time that Mr. Awamaridi said he is still the chairman of the party, and contention of who is the chairman of the party in Lagos. That is still a bone of contention.
No. That has been settled by the judgment of a high court in Lagos about 10 days ago. The court has affirmed me as the legally recognized chairman of the party in the state. The court has told Fagbemi Awamaridi, who I have not even met before. You'll be surprised.
How do you mean you've not met him
I
before?
have not met him before.
You were in the same party. How can you not have met somebody?
Our paths have never crossed.
how can you be in the same...
I only see him on TV.
Hold on, sir.
I only read.
Hold on, sir.
What I write.
No, so how can you be the party chairman currently now?
Yes.
And you've not met the former chairman.
Caretaker chairman of the party in the state.
Either which way you call it.
Yes.
He was also a chairman. So how can you have not met each other before?
Because he refused to align with my leadership. He refused to do anything with me. And since I am the one that is now recognized by the independent, INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission, that is INEC. Since I am the one that is now recognized for official dealings, of the business of the party in the state. So I've kept doing my work. I've been focused. In politics, everybody cannot be on your side. Everybody cannot align with you. Everybody cannot agree to work with you. Professor Fagbemi Awamaridi and I have not met before because he doesn't want us to meet. He has refused to connect with me. When I was appointed to run the affairs of the party in the state, I put up a call to him for him to hand over to me. And he said he had nothing to hand over, that he was still the chairman of the party in the state. And I told him that I have just been appointed by the same employer, the same National Working Committee of the party, through the office of the national chairman of the party, which employed him and relieved him of the position after 7 years, that he ran it the way he liked, anyhow. So the same person who employed him told him to hand over to Comrade Kayode Salako, and he refused to hand over. And for that reason, I have not bothered myself about whether connecting with him or having anything to do with him. So the two of us haven't met before because he refused to hand over to me. And so I started running Labour Party in Lagos State from scratch.
Let me put it this way. I remember that Dr. Awamaridi said that he was the flag bearer of the party. So is there still any contention of who is the flag bearer of the party after Rhodes Vival emerged as the flag bearer?
There is no more contention.
Okay, so we just...
That has been settled also by the judgment of the same High Court. Awamaridi took the case to. Awamaridi took me to court for the court to determine who is the substantive, recognized state chairman of the party. And the court told him that, Professor Fagbemi Awamaridi, you are no longer the one. It is now Comrade Kayode Salako. That was affirmed. The court also told him, Professor Fagbemi Awamaridi, you are not the governorship candidate of the Labour Party in Lagos State. It is now architect Gbadebo Rhodes Vival. So, to clear the air on that, I remain the state chairman of the party in Lagos right now. The court has affirmed it. And by virtue of my appointment, where I was appointed, that has been an affirmation already. It has been an affirmation. Until Fagbemi now went to seek redress in court, and the court told him the truth, that he was no longer in charge of running the affairs of the party in the state, that I am the one. And for now, I remain the one, and architect Gbadebo Rhodes Vival remains the governorship candidate of the Labour Party in Lagos State.
Okay.
That is clear.
Okay, so
clear.
That's clear. Now let's go to 2 months after the inauguration of your presidential campaign council.
Exactly.
There's still so much to talk about in the Labour Party. One of them is, of course, allegations of corruption that have been flying around. You remember sometimes last month, there was the allegation of your party chairman, Julius Abure, of 40 million naira fraud. There was the allegation, of course, from the DG of your campaign, Doyin Okupe, in Ogun State as well. These allegations keep rolling up from the different parts. Just of recent, just last week, there was this allegation from Taraba State of your party, also pulling up an allegation against the party chairman, saying of a 20 million naira fraud. Does this in any way, affect the chances of your party going into 2023? Putting into consideration that the two big wigs party that your party is supposedly accusing of corruption, is what is happening in your party as well.
Well, I am not aware that my party, the Labour Party of Nigeria, as a party, as an institution, has come out to say that the national chairman of my party has committed any financial infraction. The party is not the one complaining. It is certain individuals who have personal issues to settle with the national chairman of the party.
But they submitted it to the executive committee of the party.
They submitted what?
The petition to the executive committee of the party.
It is normal. The executive committee of the party, the national working committee of the party, might have received. I am not aware of any petition that anybody submitted. But if it is true, I'm sure.
I'm talking about the one by the National Public Secretary that he submitted and said and accused the chairman of those allegations.
Let me tell you something. The man that is accusing someone, he himself is an embodiment of corruption. We mustn't be talking about him. Someone like me must not come out to talk about Mr. Abayomi Arabambi, because I am the state chairman of Labour Party in Lagos. I have had dealings with him, and he didn't prove it to me that he's an angel either. Let me tell you something. That members of the party willingly decide to gratify the national chairman by giving him gifts in whatever form doesn't translate to corruption. I am the state chairman of Labour Party in Lagos State. I survive on free will gifts from members of the party. Some of them come to my office to tell me that, Mr. Chairman, sir, please take this envelope. Mr. Chairman, sir, please give us account details. We want to give you something to assist you to continue to run your office.
I think if that be the case,
yes.
If that be the case, it wouldn't have been a case of campaign funds, because what was alleged was campaign funds.
Yes, you have said it. An allegation
that
has not been proved or substantiated. Let me tell you this. As far as I am concerned, if anybody is supposed to come out at all to talk about any financial infraction in the party, it is supposed to be the financial secretary of the party, the national financial secretary of the party, or the national auditor of the party. Those are the two national officials statutorily in charge of talking about things like that. Now, Mr. Arabambi that has come out to talk about this, how did he know? Who is he? How did he know? It means he himself must have been involved in what he's accusing the national chairman for. And I would have expected him to come out with concrete evidence instead of just coming on the national television to be disparaging the image, castigating the image, the good image of my national chairman. No. Comrade Abayomi Arabambi has only been speaking for himself. He's only the only person who knows what he's talking about. All of us in the party do not know what he's talking about. And he's not the only person in the party. He's not the only person. Comrade Abayomi Arabambi has never been a disciplined member of the party. He's not disciplined. And for him to have come out to be using the press, to be casting aspersions on the personalities of prominent members of our party, leaders of our party, says much about the kind of a person he is. is kind of a character. Who he is. Is he the only person in the party?
But when you
Is he the only person in the party?
okay, so let's also put it into
Is he the national legal advisor of the party?
Mr. Salako, let's also put it in perspective.
Is he?
Let's also put it in perspective. If the party chairman has been alleged to have done this.
Alleged by who?
Alleged to have done this.
Yes.
By the National Public Secretary.
Yeah.
Who, of course, I understand has been relieved of his position. Now, how come Ogun State is also doing that to the DG of the campaign?
Taraba Mbi controls Ogun State.
How come Taraba State is also accusing the party chairman of the state of corruption?
Now, let me tell you this. In a political party like ours, a political party where a lot are now happening now, a lot of good things are now happening now, you can't find such kind of allegations, things like that wanting, from people who have personal grounds to settle with you. Is the party complaining about the national chairman of the party? Has there been any official means where the party, through either the National Financial Secretary or the National Auditor of the party or the National Working Committee of the party as a body, has come out to officially cast aspersion or to levy such an allegation against my national chairman? No. It is only Arabambi in the southwest that I know. That of the Taraba you are talking about, I am not really too conversant with that, because you are the one that is just telling me now. I didn't hear anything about that until you are telling me now.
The story has been.
It is that of Arabambi that I know. And I want to tell you that Arabambi is on his own. Is on his own. As far as I am concerned, the Lagos State chapter of the party has released a press statement about 2 days ago to affirm our belief in the character and person of the national chairman of our party, which is Barrister Julius Abure. As far as we are concerned, he hasn't done anything wrong. He has been investigated and found not to be culpable of all these allegations. And if tomorrow is found culpable, then it must have been true concrete evidence or evidences his accusers might have been able to to put forward. But as of today, no concrete evidence, because allegations are not convictions.
Okay, so
that you have alleged that I have done something wrong doesn't mean it is an indictment.
I just wanted
on my personality that I've done it.
Yeah, I just wanted you to land.
Yeah.
And because the question I asked, you've not really answered. And
What is the question, please?
And I said that all of these, would you have affected the chances of your party going into 2023 general election?
It is not going to affect it.
Okay, as you answer that question,
It's not,
hold on,
this is an internal issue of our party. It doesn't have anything to do with the fact that Nigerians have made up their minds to vote for my party to be the next ruling party in Nigeria come February next year.
Okay, so I'm going
it's
to
a decision they've made.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a statistics. In 2019, your party, the Labour Party, had 5,073 in all votes.
In Lagos or in Nigeria?
In Nigeria as a whole.
5,000?
5,073 as a whole.
Now you can add six zeros to that.
So I'm going to ask you a question, and a very funny one at that.
Yeah.
How do you think that, yes, Peter Obi is on board, and the noise on social media is going haywire, but how do you think this can the 5,000? Do you think the 5,000 can actually translate into millions?
Do I think so?
Yes.
Okay, let me first of all let you into what is happening on the platform of my party now. What is happening on the platform of Labour Party right now is a political revolution, which APC, the All Progressive Congress Party, also benefited from in 2014. And PDP also benefited from in 1999, when Nigeria was about ushering in democracy. In 1999, Nigerians were tired of military rule, and they were agitating for democracy. It was that revolution that brought in PDP. In 2014, Nigerians were agitating again. They were shouting, lamenting that they were not satisfied with the service PDP gave them. That they wanted a change of platform. They wanted a change of government. And it is that revolution that brought in APC. In 2023, it is the same revolution that is going to bring in Labour Party. And what is the revolution? The revolution of the fact that Nigerians are suffering. Go out there and see the level of poverty, deprivation, frustration, hunger, anger, depression that are going on out there. Nigerians are now saying, oh, we even thought APC would give us a better life. Life is even worse under this platform. Now they are agitating again. Nigerians are agitating again. That they are tired of APC, they are tired of PDP. Now they want to try a new political platform that has not sinned before, that hasn't committed any sin before, and that they believe has the grace and capacity to give them the kind of political leadership and governance service that will give them better life in Nigeria.
Okay, so
that is why I am of the belief that 5,000 votes you are talking about, go and add 6 zeros to it now. Because all the rallies my party has been organizing in different parts of Nigeria, if you calculate the number of human beings that come out for those rallies, that have been recorded for those rallies, you will know that it's now about 50 million. And out of those 50 million,
Mr. Salako,
out of those 50 million, maybe only 5 million will now have PVC. 45 million will have PVC. And what they are saying is that they are going to use their PVC to vote to change this government that is making them to be crying every day.
Mr. Salako,
for good life.
If it's the same political parties rally that I've been saying, I think it's a different ballgame entirely.
It's a what?
I think it's a different ballgame
We
entirely.
did a 5 million man rally. Let me submit this.
Let's move on this.
5 million man rally in Lagos on October 1. Did you not see it? That over 10 million Lagosians came out. Over 10 million Lagosians came out in about 15 different locations around Lagos.
When you say over 10 million Lagosians,
yes.
That's not possible.
That's not possible.
Yes.
It is.
I know.
It is
not.
possible.
Because you know why? I covered that rally.
It is possible.
I covered the rally.
You covered it in how many locations?
No, I covered that rally as a matter of fact in 2 locations in Lagos, in Lagos Island, and of course on the mainland.
That was the one I led from the National Stadium to Maryland alone. If we would have to count the people that came out for that one by one, at least we will count about 4 million, 4 to 5 million.
Okay, let's go on as we round up the show. Your chances of taking Lagos, is it possible? You have
the chances.
Yes, you have a younger candidate in the person of Rose Vival,
which we consciously brought out.
Yeah, who was a former PDP member, until he stepped down. Let me use the word step down in PDP before he came to your party. He was still a governorship aspirant as at then. And he came to Labour Party, and of course, he clinched the tickets. First, what is the chances of Labour Party in Lagos? Secondly, let me also put this out. You said your party is without no sin, but there are but are some members of your party who were part of the other party before that were with sin. For example, hold on, sir. For example, the presidential candidate of your party was part of the 2 big party, as a matter of was part of PDP, who was with sin. So, how do you reconcile that?
PDP is.
I just gave you 2 questions, if you can just round up.
PDP is a political institution. If you are saying PDP is a sinner, it's different from Peter Obi is a sinner. You can be in PDP and not be a sinner. You can be in APC and not be a sinner. I am talking about individuals now, not the party as an institution. Peter Obi came from PDP, which you might be saying has sinned to the expectations of Nigerians before. Why? Because that party ran Nigeria anyhow, for 16 years. And Nigerians, through revolution, voted it out and brought in APC. Now, Nigerians are saying that PDP is not going to be living their lives, APC is not going to be living their lives better in 2023. So, they are saying they want to vote that out too. It is a sin of the party I am talking about. I'm not talking about the sin of individual members of the party. That's number one.
Okay.
Then number two, you are talking about the chances of my party in Lagos.
Yeah.
Go and write it down. Labour Party is going to be the next ruling party in Lagos State and in Nigeria because it is a revolution. Go and do your research. Anytime there is a revolution, political revolution of the mass movement of the people in a society, that party, that revolution is running on, always win its elections. There is a revolution on Labour Party right now, and it is that revolution that we vote for Labour Party to be the next ruling party in Lagos State and in Nigeria. I can bet it with you. I can bet it with you.
Okay.
My party is winning.
Okay.
Because my candidate is also a good product. We consciously brought out architect Gbadebo Revival. Watch out.
Okay.
Watch out.
It's just some few months to the election.
Just watch out.
March 11th precisely will be the governorship election.
Just watch out.
So we'll see how that pans out. And of course, the February 25th will be for the presidential and National Assembly election